What's happening? He's back. The bitch is back, baby. Let me just find me on here. You don't seem happy. Oh. You're in business. I'm in business, baby. Okay. The Council. Episode 3, Part 2. Let's go. This is carrying on. Let's make sure my phone's muted. This is carrying on exactly where I left it. I just left it on pause. You better believe. Oh, is this all the same stuff from earlier? Let's get out of here then.
Aren't you afraid our projects for Italy may be discovered before we... Oh, please excuse us, Louis, but I need to speak with Lord Mortimer in private.
No. What do you want, Louis?
I'm going to have a word with Duke Manuel, but you know him better than I do, I believe.
Yes. Avoid any marks of respect and protocol pertaining to his rank. He's not fond of courtly manners.
Thank you for the advice, my lord. When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away. I shall be leaving you.
When I asked the second question, he should have just left. Do you know what I mean? The game knows I've asked both questions. Knew that I was going to leave anyway. What do I know?
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Why does he sound like he's on helium all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. I'm not even going to try. Was that just me? It sounded like he was like... Open the chest. Right, well... I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully it comes up on the map. Try to hint. Godoy. Godoy. Manuel. Godoy. Right, well it's not fucking here then, is it? Yeah. Stairs over him. Ooh. Just me. Oh, there's no rooms down here. Fuck. don't want to just aimlessly walk around. Shall I just go back upstairs? Good door. Ooh.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
Get in there, dude.
The Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens. A bit gloomy. Guess my room is not that bad. A pattern with 4 circles.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the scaffold, but I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène.
All right. I've retrieved everything. All right. I've retrieved everything.
It's a bit double-handed though, isn't it? It's like, oh, thanks very much
Nice
for the money.
decor for a revolutionary tribunal judge's room.
It's like, thanks for the money, but if you want to send more... I'm not reading that, I can't be asked. Come on, dude, there's nothing going on in here. Why did I come into this shithole? Oh, it's hardly a shithole, but you know what I'm saying. Tell me I've got to read this letter. I'm not going to. I refuse. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
I heard not. Aha.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Aha. So why didn't that come up on the map then? Oh, maybe it's just because I've not been in there yet.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Vorona. Diversion. What does diversion look like? Diversion. Arrows. This motherfucker.
Excuse me, but I must fetch a letter for the Duke.
Very well, sir. You may pass.
Get out of the way. Time for your shit.
Manuel Godoy. A painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty. The Kiss of Judas, painted by Caravaggio. This is how Judas pointed out Christ to the Roman soldiers. Can you imagine?
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Prometheus, punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke.
Should I just do another one of these?
It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. And it reeks of lavender. Well, well, Mr. Godoy, you seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Oh, stop making me spend things, please.
So, let's see what it says.
Oh, I found I feel so guilty at being so far away from you again. Even if it's for the good of my country, I feel awful at having to leave you after a silly little spat, because you are the only woman I love, Josepha, forever. I told you before, everything I have, everything I can offer you, I owe to the affection of the Queen. Let's stay united, please, even in sacrifice, the two of us for our future children. Stop being jealous. You are the only one who feels my thoughts. Everything else is just a game, I swear.
It seems that the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
Blackmail. You here, bitch? You hiding behind this thing? No? Oh, okay.
Brutus and his companions taking an oath to kill Caesar.
I don't know why this game thinks I'll be so interested in fucking paintings. I really couldn't care less.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to. Maria Louisa of Parma. Although not Godoy's true love, the Queen is his benefactress according to some people.
Amber crystals.
Right, I think that's everything. Let's get out of this shithole.
Volner's probably still behind the door. I best go out through the balcony just in case.
Oh, I'm gonna bother, not gonna lie. Oh. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, dude, not even like a little bottle of something. Jesus Christ. I thought I was being clever. Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn. Temporary rules, immunities. Meh. This is my room, is it? Darushe. Oh, should I have a look around? I can't be bothered, man.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
I still need to find this geezer.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. President George Washington.
Dude. I've got no idea where he is. Like, at all. He's not in his room. I didn't get any clues to where he is.
Monsieur Johann van Wulner.
Oh, dude. This is exactly why I don't like this game. Should I just go downstairs? Should I talk to this guy banging again?
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Wulner out of the way.
I don't want to pass through.
He won't let me by. I'll have to find another way of getting into the damned room.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Have you seen Duke Manuel?
The Duke is in the dining room, sir.
Oh, thank God. I think this is it, boys. Oh, no, it's not the best game in the world, is it? It's a bit of a change of pace from Walking Dead, I've got to say. Where is this bell end? Is this him?
Duke Manuel?
Well, well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
I see you're still feeling under pressure. Since your arrival, I've noticed that you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Peru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed, I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might well turn out to be the opposite.
You certainly do not lack for audacity, young man. Just tell me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries, just waiting for the word to pounce. Really, I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
The Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We are President of the United States, England, and many other countries. We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you're right, Sir Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
Duke Manuel, for Spain, I don't know. But for you, I'm convinced that Lord Mortimer will thank you generously.
You would not be trying to bribe me, would you?
Nothing could be further from my mind. It would be an insult to believe that someone such as yourself might have a practical attitude towards its virtue. Even so, it is only natural that you be supported and encouraged if you were to follow Lord Mortimer, isn't it?
Indeed, for services rendered, it would be natural for me to receive compensation for the time spent achieving such an undertaking, yes?
Naturally. And, given your status, my Lord Duke, the compensation would have to be considerable.
Naturally. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
Manipulation, occultism. What? Where's the exclamation mark at? Oh, it's neither of those. Could blackmail him.
Duke Manuel, you have everything to gain.
I cannot see what, actually.
Well, if the Queen found out where your heart really lies, she might well become very unhappy.
What do you mean?
It's not inconceivable that a letter
so
written by
take you
your
serious
own
if these eyes
hand
were
might have
fucked
come
up
into
like
my possession, in which you declare such love to Pepita that even I became moved.
You've been in my room.
And I'm afraid that if by some misfortune this letter ended up in the hands of the Queen, she also would be moved.
You thieving...
Come now, my Lord Duke. We're all gentlemen here. I'm convinced it's not going to happen. Or will it?
That is blackmail, you bastard! You have no idea of the consequences!
Lord Mortimer knows how to look after his friends. Don't you worry about Sir Gregory. You're protected. Have no fear.
Come on, you fool. Give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur, I am astounded. I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement will become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke.
See you tomorrow. Well, that's one thing out of the way. Only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
How the fuck do you want me to do that? Go to bed? Oh my god, you're fucking joking, yeah? What a game. What a game. Oh my god, I get to go to bed now. Woo, and I get to walk all the way to my bedroom. Yes. I can't wait. Oh wow, look. Whoa. Now I get to check the map again. Oh, this is so fucking sweet. Oh. Stairs here, look. Oh. Loading screen, sweet. I can't believe they didn't get any of these complaints when making this game. They must have... People must have tested it before they released it. I don't know, it's not for everyone, I suppose, is it? There's probably people out there that love it. I'm not one of them. This is a joke. Hope you're enjoying. Oh. So much fun. So much fun to be had. I mean, look at that, you know, how detailed his face is, kind of, not really.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here.
Catwoman.
What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Bitch. What's her name? I don't fucking know. There we go. To be discovered.
Do you perhaps know something that I don't? Come on, Emily. It's time you lay your cards on the table. If you have a good reason for Spain to keep Louisiana, I'm all ears.
Louis, I can assure you on good authority that the Crown will never let France take over Louisiana without taking firm action. Your country has everything to lose, especially now, it being weakened as it is on the home front.
In other words, you believe the aim is to weaken France?
Just an observation, Louis. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Whoa. Oh. Well, no, I don't.
It's got nothing to do with trust.
Oh, so you don't trust me then? I love the way you don't really reply in order to avoid getting involved. Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
Unfortunately, my word is my bond. I don't want to leave Lord Mortimer in the lurch.
Very well, as you wish. It's up to you to decide.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Hello?
Come, Louis.
Bit forward. Literally just randomly that. Come, Louis. Come, Louis.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Oh. Dramatic cutaways. I don't understand why the loading screens are so long. It's not really that complicated a game. I mean, what do I know? I don't make games. Shit. Still though, they seem like long loading screens to me. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
This game is just fucking loading screens and walking around not knowing where to go. That's all this game is.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer. We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Duke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and
Godoy?
Calm, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest. You included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What? What is he doing?
If you think France is afraid of you, you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, really?
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Man! Oh, this is the stuff I can't be bothered with either. Who am I talking to? Same. That's him. Etiquette. Etiquette, right, crown. brain. Okay. Helps for that one.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things.
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need.
Right, okay. It's gonna be alright. Nah, that's bullshit, innit? The Order can protect him, can they? They didn't protect, like, the King of France or whatever, did they? Home can protect him. Your daughter has nothing to fear. Let's stand together, to me, seems like the only good one.
Jacques, you're not alone.
There's nothing you can do against him.
Of course there is. We've already started.
How can you say that, knowing he's already probably gotten rid of your mother, Louis?
No, he hasn't. She's still here. She's alive, Jacques.
But...
Yes, trust me. This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward. So give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
I don't want him to talk to me.
Don't worry. You're safe now, Jacques.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet here hadn't stopped you. Your behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment. My friends, we shall continue the conference later. I would like to apologize for the inexcusable behavior of my guest. We all need to recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
Can we not just get on with it, please? Oh, is that it? Ooh. 4, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do that one. Well, these seem the most done. You'd need 3. You'd need 3 politics. Fiction. Crown and the brain have come most in handy, haven't they? But that probably means this is in politics. I can't be asked to mess around. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh. Exciting. And the thing is, right, I don't want to keep banging on about it, but I've been playing the new Spider-Man, yeah. What a game. It is so good. Honestly, it's very good if you've not played it. You know, I suppose it's not for everyone, but yeah, go on YouTube, watch a bit of gameplay. I'm sure you'll be impressed. I mean, I've not actually seen any gameplay on YouTube, so I just played it. I see the original trailer, and that was it. I didn't want to watch anymore, so I already decided I wanted it.
I spoke to
and
him
yeah, I'm glad I did.
recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something. That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Peru with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Of course. Oh shit, okay, alright. I was going to choose any of them. Sweet.
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
Who am I talking to? What's your name again, bro? He's immune to science? Right. Well, worst yet, attacking one of the guests. Blah, 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 blah. I was expecting as much. Why did he want to commit suicide? Why was he terrified of Mortimer? Why did you invite him?
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you.
Oh.
Have we covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please. I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference.
So bad. Fades to
You've
black.
made the right choice.
Shoots
it
back
gives me
in.
tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide from you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous vote.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Go back to your room, Jesus Christ. Oh, so sick of loading screens. This game's fucking terrible. Ugh. I'm struggling to deal, I'm telling you. Am I right? So I can go either way. Alright, let's do this.
Are you ready,
mentioned it yesterday. Either to you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes, sir.
Your yes is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud. Remember to close my window once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course, sir. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, once again, bravo for what you did. If it weren't for you, Peru would have blown his brains out. You've got courage. I like this. We just lost a vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
Who's this Napoleon? Oh. Conviction politics. This is stuff I can't be bothered with. Conviction, exclamation mark, politics, the little house. I don't know what to do. I might take the points.
Yes, indeed. But I believe if Lord Mortimer is still confident, it's because he still has a few cards up his sleeve.
I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Unfortunately, that vote of Godoy you acquired is probably not going to suffice.
Well, it's still more than what you've done, isn't it?
I see you have a short fuse, monsieur. As someone who just started a war with Spain, if I were you, I wouldn't get on my high horse so quickly. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute.
What did Emily...
Can you tell me what Duchess Hillsborough proposed to you on the night of the conference?
I was sure you'd ask me that. Not that I hold the Duchess dear to my heart, but I do nevertheless have some scruples. I have noticed you hovering around her since you arrived, and I only have one piece of advice to give you. Don't forget why she came here, and don't delude yourself.
That makes 2 pieces of advice.
Ah, how you love having the last word. Well, I'll leave you now. See you later, sir.
Yeah, it wasn't really a witty comeback, was it?
Time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
That's such a shit comeback. Let me give you a piece of advice. Do this, and do this. That's 2 bits of advice you've given me? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'll go fuck myself then. You showed me who's boss. Should have said, well, that's 2 more pieces of advice that you don't deserve, you piece of shit. These loading screens are killing me.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
El Presidente.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother.
She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly. You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Find. Oh, where did I wasn't listening. Shit. I'm just gonna go downstairs. Oh, this game is shit, it's a shit. Look, who's playing this game? Wow. It's just every time I have to run around like a fucking idiot, it just gets more and more exciting. Like, why wouldn't they just cut it? It's just they're so desperate to make the game longer than it needs to be. Oh, I can't even go downstairs. Okay, well that saved me time, really. Where's Emily's room? There we go. There we go. This game's so bad. Ugh. I wouldn't blame you, alright, if you said, right, well if the game's so bad, then why are you playing it? I'll tell you why, 'cause I fucking paid for it. I'm not happy about it. I played the first one, right, and I thought the first one was pretty good. Like, kind of crap, but it had a lot of potential, you know? Like, you was meeting all these world leaders, and you was going to have these big political debates, you know? I thought it was going to be fucking sweet, and you was like this sort of Sherlock Holmesy type. But you could have a punch-up at the same time, you know? It seemed so good. And then it's just not that at all. It's just walking around and loading screens. That's all it is. Sick of it. But then, you'd say, well, why are you uploading it then? Why would you stream such a poor game? Because there's horses for courses, isn't it? Although I don't like it, some people do. Considering how many views I get on these videos, I'd say no, no one does. Shit. But you never know, someone might come across them. Oh, I was going to buy that. Yeah, I was going to buy that. Looks crap, I'm not going to. Or, I was going to buy that. Looks really good.
I'll see you later, Louis.
I was going to buy that. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to watch your video. What the fuck? Is she not up here? Oh my god, this fucking game. I'm tempted to just fucking Google it, just to save time. Let me see what happens when this loads back up. I know that's not the, you know, that's not the, you shouldn't play computer games like that, but this isn't fun. This is just walking around. Right, I'm gonna fucking Google it. Don't care, say what you want. Right, the council. Find. Emily, it's not coming up in the predicted. Hills. Go. Oh, fuck's sake. I found like a walkthrough, but I can't be asked to read it all. Oh, this is painful. And you know it's going to be a loading screen every time. Inspect the gadget. Yeah, it's got a bit of Inspector Gadget about him. I don't know exactly how. Maybe it's because he's thin. Oh! Bosh. Thank fuck. Another loading screen, yes, my favourite. Why don't they even like, put different characters up at the loading screen? Why is it always this prick? You can't even like move his head and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's literally this.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. Impossible. I can't do it. There's something blocking it on the other side. I've got to find another way in. Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily! I can't understand what she's saying.
I can. They're not secret entrance then. Just something I can like ram into it. Should I have a little look around here first?
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England.
Okay.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
That's cool. I discovered an immunity. Which is awesome.
Damn it. It's closed.
Is it?
Seems like the key is still in the lock on the other side.
Ooh.
That means I won't be able to pick it.
Catchy,
or
catchy.
I could do as I did the last time in the tower room. It's not a very complex lock. I'm sure I can force it if I can just find something to smash it with.
My face.
I wonder if I can get the key by pushing something underneath and making it fall.
Mm-hmm. So I need a piece of paper.
A map?
Yeah, that'll do.
This should do the trick.
And you need... Oh, a sword. Lovely.
Napoleon's sword. The sword is well made. I should be able to force a lock with it.
A bit. Just trying to get comfy. Ooh. Right, where are we going? Right, I've got the tools I need.
Perfect! This card should do the trick. Slowly, Louis. Nice and slow. I must act fast.
I must act fast, really slowly.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you.
Right, what the fuck? Hey, what is this shit? I must act quickly. Ooh, yeah.
Better not take the sword with me. All I need now is someone to accuse me of theft.
Accuse me of theft. Right, what? Oh, so I can get in over here now. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? This game is so bad.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying.
Can't I just put the key in? What? I've got the key, bro. Oh, I must have missed something. I've got to go back in the other
I do
room.
believe that's Emily's voice.
Dude. Not cool. Not cool. This is good. This is good. Right, I did all of that shit. Come in here. But there's nothing going on in here. Aha. Fucking idiot. God damn it. I don't know where I'm going, I'm lost. Everything's not lost. Must be this way. Oh. Okay, not cool. Ah. There we go. That's where I just came from. Oh my god. This game is so fucking shit. Unbelievable. The thing is, it's not fun walking around, but not knowing where to go. I need an arrow, or a map, or you know, something. A little you can push, ding, and a little line will come up telling you where to go. So I mean, there's no fun in walking around not knowing what you're doing. It's shit.
Huh. It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told...
Right, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. I need a piss. Yeah, I want to try and get this out of the way. This could be good, this could be good. It's just, it took so long. So long. We ain't done fuck all, really. We had a bit of a meeting with the top dogs. They got sort of cancelled. Then we had another meeting. They sort of talked a bit. And they got cancelled. And now we've come to here. And it's taken ages. Alright, anyway, this bit could be good. I'll be back. I'm a top up my drink, bruh. Oh, yeah. Bit shit, innit, this case? Yeah, I've got to run the water for ages because the water around here is very chalky. So if I don't run it for ages, it ends up like not good. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'd do, right? If I was, you know, involved in the making of this game, I'd say, look, stop trying to make the episodes long for the sake of it. Right. What you need to do is stuff like when they go, right, go try and find Emily or something, you shouldn't then loading screen, walk, loading screen, walk. It's not fun, right? What it should be is you need to go and find Emily, and then your character goes, oh, I'm going to check Emily's room. Loading screen, bang, you're in Emily's room. That'd be the way to do it. And you go, oh yeah, but then the episodes would be really short. Yeah, they would be, but they'd be so much more entertaining to play. You need more questions, right? You're relying on people walking around and having a really good time, but it's shit. You need more of the questions, you know, when they talk, you talk, and you get the options. Yeah, that's the sort of thing that needs to be happening a lot, and much less of this. That's what I'll do personally. Oh. Let me plug my controller in. You probably got a big black box in. Right. Hold up. Hold up. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. What's the rush? It's crap anyway. We all know it's crap. This bit could be good, hopefully. Okay, everyone ready? Everyone ready?
What happened to me? That's how it works, and you know it full well.
Ooh,
I'm not
got a
that
gun
naive.
on.
I know that you're inside out.
I'm still going to search
Stop.
all the shit first.
We'll end up losing everything if you keep on.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. 2 coils circle the lock.
Have I been in here before?
A letter from William Pitt the Younger addressed to Emily.
I feel I
He's
may
the
have.
present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers.
Oh.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
I really
After
don't.
everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me? Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart?
I've got no idea.
I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Ask the twin in front, ask the twin behind. I don't know who was with us. What is my job? I don't know what my job is. What did you give me? Did you give me something?
You gave me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you gave me something. What was it?
My handkerchief. And you even kept it. It was stained with your blood. Louis, I already told her. This is all a waste of time. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Ooh. No. Aha.
When we arrived at the manor, someone was already present in the Great Hall. Who was it?
President Washington. She knows about this part as well. I'm warning you. Obviously, I told you.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Did we get a chance to speak?
Certainly not. I was exhausted and went to bed. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Gotta pop another one of these. Yeah. Oh, it didn't help.
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn. An old sheepskin that he must take for the Golden Fleece. The Bible of Judas. Property deeds as old as the hills. And a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us. Last night, you came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why. Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night. And that's where your little game ends, Emma. Because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man? You dirty...
That's enough. I've had enough of this charade. That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
What's the question? She's the fake one. I don't know what the question... Is Emily... Is Emily the real one?
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Blah.
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What on earth is going...
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Walk back there, please.
Madam, I'm coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
I don't know. Meet your mum in the crypt, for fuck's sake. Just put me in the crypt. I don't know where the fucking crypt is. Oh, these loading screens. Never ended. This is bullshit. This is chewing up valuable Spider-Man time.
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
It's clearly downstairs, isn't it?
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
End it all. I think I probably would at this point, to be fair. Dude. Let's just keep going.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
So obviously you read it. Oh, this is so bad. Jesus Christ. Like, if you used to edit these videos down to like just the good bits, there would be half hour. Oh, where am I? I should remember this. Portrait gallery. Right, if you want to go in the garden, you go to the portrait gallery. Remember. Oh, it's a fucking maze. Jesus Christ. It's just... The reviews of this game have got to be bad. 80% Metacritic, 3 out of 5 Games Radar, 9 out of 10 Steam. Really? I think it's fucking poor. Wow. These are actually old reviews though. That's probably episode 1. What do I know?
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Get your hands.
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only. Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and logical. I know you are going to find it hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
I think I'm gonna go Mortimer and Holm. Mortimer. It's Holm. Yeah.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Holm does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Al-Azif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Holm had sent Volner to get it for him.
Holm and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Not really.
I went beyond the Nightmare, Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand, and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel. I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents. Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis.
I don't really know what occult means.
Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
Mortimer Holm von Borero. Mortimer. No. Holm. That's something.
Sir Gregory?
No, Mortimer, of course. He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
What's her name again? Oh shit, where is this page? Oh, we got no idea. Ooh.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
No.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Mother, did you kill her?
Of course not. Don't be stupid. I had no interest in getting rid of her.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen. Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
Oh.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
That's where her hand is then. Okay. Oh. Gosh. Hello?
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects before we try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. What do you mean by the concordance of dates, exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving. Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course. An exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism. One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6646.
I think the other one was 1191 for some reason. Well, I've written that down. Bruh. Right. That's enough of that for one night. I'll jump on probably tomorrow. Maybe not, but maybe. I do want to sort of get it out of the way. I've got to be getting close to the end by now. But anyway, I enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.